So tell me about the golf.
Yeah, I was actually introduced to it by a client that we had in our personal training studio.
It's called Back Nine.
Back Nine Indoor Golf. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I was actually telling one of your coworkers here. Last year was the first year in the history of the world, right? So golf's been around for 500 years. More people played golf off the golf course than on the golf course.
Oh, I believe that.
So Top Golf, Putt Shack, indoor golf.
And it's all Top Golf technology, though.
No. So Top Golf is, and they own it. They're an entertainment company. So they hire out either TrackMan or FlightScope. They have, I think, their own proprietary FlightScope.
They definitely
something
do because the company in Good Game in the battery is Top Golf technology.
It's sponsored by Top Golf. They actually use Full Swing.
Okay.
So so that's what. Again, I love Top Golf. I love it. I will walk out.
So it's not their technology, then.
No, they've got a simulator company that they hired. Full Swing.
Why
is
it sponsored by? What does that mean? Sponsored by?
Well, it's still Top Golf. Like the name Top Golf carries so much value.
Top Golf owns Good Game.
Yeah.
So
that's my understanding. Dude, don't quote me on this.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking.
But what I know is we're using the simulator that they had in there because it is
so it's
really
Full
good.
Swing technology is the technology there.
Correct.
It's fucking awesome.
It's a blast. It's stupid. Like
we play there a lot.
I've been doing this for 15 years, and so we had one of the first simulators back then.
Yeah.
And to see how far it's come now, it's a whole different ballgame.
The issue, and this might be better in other simulators and places right now, but not the one that I've seen. But the issue is putting is terrible right now, and they'll fix that. That'll be fixed.
So much closer, so much better, so much more. Now, we've also come up with a solution ourselves. And here's the thing that I want.
VR?
So, it's actually not VR. They have a VR version of this.
Yeah.
But we're using it's called Putt View. So it's a digital enhancement to a putting green. So we're going to have this whole putting green, and they're separate from the simulators.
Yeah.
But what we know is if people actually go on there and putt and practice, they will get better at golf.
Of course.
So we're going to take people's handicap when they start with us.
It's muscle memory the same as real golf.
You just got to freaking do it. Yeah. But it's not fun to practice putting. So we're going to make it enjoyable. You can play beer pong on there as a putting game.
Yeah.
You can look. It's going to track every single putt you do.
Where's
it's going to give you data.
At?
The first one we're going to do is West Midtown at the Works. Great.
So that's West Midtown is close to Top Golf, anyways.
I was gonna say will open our door and look at and see the screens of Top Golf.
Yeah, the heart of West Midtown.
I can walk
right there. Yeah.
We share a wall with a brewery, so we're gonna
cool.
have. There's a food hall with 20 restaurants. There's a brewery next door.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a blast.
So we did. Did you go to the Axe place right there with us, or was that Tristan? That was Tristan. The Axe place right there. We went and did some.
They're 2 doors down from us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that place we did a video for, and we did a podcast with the guy that owns that place. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
But I know exactly. So that you're in there.
We're 2 doors down from that. We're sharing a wall with the brewery.
Yeah.
And there's your third spot. And if you guys haven't been there, what a cool adult fun just game place.
When is this one opening?
Lord willing, September.
Okay.
So we're about to submit for permit, get rock and rolling. We're waiting on Full Swing to give us the okay on our design.
Yeah.
And we'll go in permitting. And again, I love the simple part of the business where the build out should take only 7-8 weeks.
So is this a franchise or is it a license agreement? Or
no,
both?
It's another franchise. Yeah. These guys started up in Utah, so St. George, Utah.
So it's a franchise, but the licensing agreement is through the franchisor.
Yep.
That they license the Full Swing, and then they sell the franchises underneath.
Yeah, in essence.
So you don't as a franchise owner, you don't sign a licensing deal.
No, we do. We buy the territory, right? So,
that's a franchise territory. I'm talking about the technology licensing deal because you can do instead of franchising. A lot of businesses choose to do licensing technology deals, so they don't have to go through all the legal.
So that actually is the way Alloy started our personal training business. They had 2,500 licensed locations all over the world, and then they said, well, they couldn't put their name. They couldn't legally put their name on it, and so they were just telling people how to run the business model, and they were getting a licensing fee to help service it. But now it's Alloy branded, Alloy website, Alloy social, everything is. And again, I just want to copy and paste. I know the business model. I love it. I just got to hire the right people and.
You just got to pick the right franchises. There's a bunch of bad ones out there, that don't give you a lot of help and in the ongoing aspects of business owning, because
Spot on.
But if you get good ones that give you a lot of help and you can talk to them a lot, that's great. I mean, my buddy owns a Mr. Rooter in Gainesville, they seem to do very well with their franchises.
And to your point, you can see it. You can see it from day one. Like the interaction you have. We have a direct line to the CEO at Back Nine. Yeah. He loves our feedback. I've been in a bunch of different franchises over the past 20 years. And so when you just look at just little simple KPI reports, like what are they measuring every day, every week, every month to see how the progress is going and what studios aren't doing well, what are the demographics,
sure.
All down to location and who's running it and how involved are they. So to your point, man, that can make or break a franchise. And most franchises don't even get to 10 locations.
No, and that's just the law of the lid though for people in general. That has nothing to do with that's that has nothing to do with any franchise. You can be the best franchise ever, but if you don't have the capacity to do that, or really it's then delegate and hire really good people and pay them really well so you can do that.
Yep.
But you're not gonna, you just won't.
No.
And look, if that's all you want to own, that's all you want to own.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
You make your bed, man.
Yeah. No, look, that's plenty of money for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 franchises is a lot.
Yeah.
That's not a little bit.
Well,
it's a lot.
We're hoping to be at least there, and
yeah. Look, you get to 200. I'm just saying one business is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know that well.
So, but like you said, if you copy paste it, and you have a really good model, and you don't have to you don't have to fail as much because somebody's already failed for you, and you just learn that thing.
That's what I'm all about. And I helped start some businesses where we did it from the ground up and had to go through all those speed bumps, all those hurdles, and man, you get kicked in the nuts a lot, and you got to just keep figuring it out, and sometimes people just don't have the gusto, right? And so I love that they've figured a lot of that out. We just get to keep improving on it and utilize everything that they've set up.
And there's some businesses that are franchisable, and some that have been franchised but are I just think terrible franchise concepts like roofing. It's a terrible franchise concept because the access of the entry of access to that thing is super low, meaning you can have a lot of competition. There's not a super amount to learn there.
Correct.
And you're just giving your 10% or 7%, whatever that royalty fee is, away for free, and it's kind of stupid then.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them that are like, I feel like there's this guy that has a golf cart shop. Like, I feel like that's cause if you've got a good enough deal with like Yamaha, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to get that name on your wall. But if you've got a good enough deal with that and go, look, well, I've got the Yamaha access, or I've got the club cart, club cart or whatever. I think that's a super franchisable business.
Yeah.
To have a mini golf cart dealership, if you will.
People love that unique side of it, right? Like you pimp my ride and stuff. It's like, there's big money in it,
but most people just want a regular golf cart,
right?
Some of them want to pimp it out and make it a hunting one, but most people just, I want a regular golf cart. I'm gonna go into the pool with it, dude.
I'm helping a franchisee for Alloy down in Peachtree City, and that's like a golf cart city.
Of course it is. They built it around
there's spots in the retail complex just for golf carts. So I'm like, this is freaking crazy. And they're like, oh, well, they love it.
They had the first like illegal DUIs on it, and they had to make laws around it, like a lot of laws.
But there are roads that are actually just for golf carts in the whole city.
Yes,
it's like 30-something miles of just golf cart roads. And I love it.
It's been that's been that way since early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like they built that city around.
It's a draw. It's a draw.
It's incredible.
People love it, man.
Well, Nick Garrity, right?
Yeah, man.
Welcome to Burn the Ship. This is an entrepreneur podcast, and we shoot the shit. We talk about business, talk about successes, failures, all the businesses you got going on. But welcome in and thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
So you are a serial entrepreneur. So let's talk about Alloy first. That's a personal fitness franchise that you guys own a few of them, right?
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about it.
Yeah, look, I've been in the industry for 20 years. My undergrad was sports medicine and master's degree in applied exercise science, and got to train a bunch of pro golfers and cool. Just a lot of guys that needed it, but needed more dedicated care because there wasn't just 20-year-olds that just can do anything, right? So we had to get pretty in depth in how we train people and how we analyzed them, and then created the programming. And so what I saw over the years was, man, the model really is, can you get a couple of guys, a few people at the same time to come in, where because you can still give them all the same level of care. You don't need to be one-on-one, and it's hard to scale that, right? if you have to have a coach or an employee for every single client that walks through the door, that's not scalable.
Hard, yeah.
So it was always like, man, this is the model. And then I've known Rick Mayo, the CEO. He's doing this. He's been doing this for 32 years. And when they converted from that licensing model to the franchise model, I called him up and said, man, I'd love to be a part of this. He convinced me to end up being a franchisee here in Atlanta. And I've got an amazing group of partners with me that have been a part of a bunch of other franchises. And we're wanting to get into the fitness wellness space. And so we looked at this model, 3 employees, 15, 16, 1,700 square foot space, 150 clients, 6 people at a time, every session, just one coach in there. We get to know them really, really well. And the best part is we're actually going over a demographic. Our avatar is 45 to 65, but they're people that they've gotten a bad report from the doctor, or they've been working for 30 years behind a desk and like, man, I'm so scared. I can't go to CrossFit. I can't go to some of these other fitness boutiques because I can't do what they're asking me to do. And there are a bunch of 20-year-olds running around like, they're vulnerable. Like they're really like, hey, I'm scared. And so we got to build that trust. We got to make them feel like you're going to be really safe here. We are going to hit your goals. It's going to take some time, right? You obviously didn't get that way in 5 days. Like it took 20 years to get in the position you're in now. And so anyway, it's
not going to take 20 years to get back, but
not that long. But it's a little more than a few days.
Yeah, of course, of course. Walk me through what Alloy looks like. Like when I walk in, is it we'll pull it up online too and look at it. But what's it look like?
Man, it's simple. It's simple. Like I said, usually around 1,700 square feet. So usually in a retail wall, with some other co-tenants like a stretch lab or other wellness spaces that are good for us to partner with. But it's all functional strength training. So we don't have cardio, no treadmills, no ellipticals, anything like that, which for me is great.
So kettlebells,
dumbbells, barbells,
okay,
body weight, a lot of functional. Everybody wants to know what functional strength. It's literally, can you control your own body and not sit on a machine and have it do the work for you?
Can you do a pull up? Yeah, that's right.
But we coach on every set, every rep, make sure that it's safe. People should move in certain body patterns, so we make sure that they're doing it right. And that's what they want, the accountability. They want to know they're training safely, and that's what we offer.
What's the 30-minute or hour sessions? Is that what you do?
We only sell 2 things. Every session is 50 minutes. Okay, so give or take an hour, right? We book them on the hour. You're either signing up for 2 days a week or 3 days a week. You have to be consistent in this. That's why we want that.
Right.
Month-to-month contracts, but 50-minute sessions.
So 2 to 3 days a week, and then you give homework. Hey, this is what you need to do at home.
Yeah.
For the rest of the days.
If you're on vacation, a lot of our clients are wealthy. They travel a lot. So we say, all right, go take a video of your hotel room. We'll design a workout around that. We have all the software that we need so that they can just literally fire it up, watch a video for every exercise. And then the homework outside of this, we do a promotion in the summer. That's our summer challenges. Where's Waldo? So we want people to take photos of the, Alloy hat or shirt or something on when they're hiking a mountain. They could be in Aspen and doing a cool hike or visiting Germany or something like that. But we want them to be active and the last challenge we did rewarded them on that too. So every 30-minute activity outside the studio, and I kid you not, we gave them stickers. We put them on a board. It looked like kindergarten.
They love it. Huh?
They freaking loved it. They were
just
literally
a little bit
like,
of a reward, right?
They were pissed if we forgot to put a sticker up, or they come in, hey, I want my 5 stickers, and they're before the workout putting their stickers. It's awesome, man.
It's recognition, right?
It's huge.
Yes,
people want to be valued, man.
Yeah, that comments of affirmation, right? That's right, for your employees and for your clients and for everybody, Yeah. I think it's got big on your rewards in your phone. Like, I want to be rewarded for doing it, and they're buying from you.
Yep.
They're buying from you, getting rewarded. And it's like it's crazy. It's crazy that whole rewards business is crazy.
We'll celebrate the wins.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
That's actually one of the 7 core tenets of a workout. Is every workout you find a little win that you can. It might be somebody just did a pull up for the first time, a push up for the first time. Give them a freaking high five.
Yeah.
Like, they're not getting that anywhere else. They're not, they're not a lot of times not getting anything at home to support and like cheer them on. So if we can be that for them, man, it just builds that trust and that rapport.
That's awesome. So you've got, what'd you say, 3 or 4 right now?
3, yeah. So
3?
We own the rights to 6 territories. We just opened our 3rd one last month. Had the best first month.
That's Peachtree Corners.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Right at the Forum. The landlord just bought that, a little while ago. They put a bunch of money into it, so we got some really cool co-tenants in there.
Cool.
We have Johns Creek, and our first one we built was in Chastain, North Buckhead, and that one's doing great. And we got 20 spots left. Anybody who wants, we got 20 spots left.
20 spots left. That's it's fear of loss. You better get it.
Scarcity, baby.
You better get it.
Yeah.
So you're Chastain, Wyuka Road. area.
Yeah,
Chastain.
Yep. There was a Sprouts in our complex. It's called Chastain Market, and we can walk to Chastain Park,
Cool.
which we do almost every other week to just talk to people that are out there. And again, luckily we don't have to really do much more. Our members are sending other people in, and we're turning our marketing off, and and we've got sessions that are fully booked and waiting list, and so it's been knock on wood, man. It's been great.
That is good. So what is so when you're talking about just workout, because there's so many concepts out there, like what do you feel like the break even on how many members you have to be like, all right, this is what we have to function, and this is what we have to profit.
Yeah, actually, Alloy knows this, and they actually require.
They better know it.
They require each new studio to get to 75 members to open.
Okay.
Because that, give or take 5 to 10 members, is your break even.
Okay.
Right. So anything beyond that, and then we max at 150. So anything beyond that is profitable. Chastain, that's a very desirable area, a little bit higher rent there, so our number's a little bit higher. We're certainly profitable now at 129 members. Yeah. Scarcity effect, there's only a few spots left. And it's a good number to know.
Yeah, for sure. So you got into you were working with golfers, and that's what. So I'm assuming you love golf.
Love it.
Yeah, I love playing too. I'm not great, but I love playing it. What's the So, how did you find Back Nine?
Yeah.
How did you find that? And then tell me about that business.
Yeah, I love networking. I love meeting guys like you. We were actually. The CEO, Rick, sent in somebody who's a franchise sales rep. I didn't really know that at the time. She became a member at Chastain, was working out, and she came up to me one day. She goes, "Hey, I know you like simple concepts, and I heard you talking about golf. And I do talk about golf quite a bit."
Yeah.
And she goes, "I want to show you a concept. They're just starting out. They just started a franchise." I said, "I'm not looking. I wasn't looking for anything else at that time.
No, but I'll listen.
I will listen all day." And she said, "All right, go look at this." We looked at the concept. One employee runs the entire space, open 24/7. 3 simulators. Build out is even easier than our Alloys, and Alloys is 4 wall and a bathroom. Whoever it is, whether it's TrackMan or Full Swing, they come in, they install all the equipment for you. You open, the software is already done. People book times, and it's membership again, right? So we want 150 individual members. We'll probably have 20 to 30 corporate members too. And it's a very simple concept. And when we met the CEO, it's to your point earlier, if you don't have the support from the franchisor, it's not worth anything.
Yeah, true.
And from day one, he literally had resigned. I think a month after we started talking, and said, "I'm going all in on this." He had a big corporate, attorney job, and now they've got some money behind them, so they brought on some investors to help them support their team, and so they've added people every month. They're doing it the right way, and they care. I mean, They freaking love this and care about it.
How many bays? I'm assuming it's bay driven, right?
Yep.
How many bays are in that 1,700 square feet?
Yeah. So our first one's gonna be West Midtown here in Atlanta. That one's gonna be about 2,200 square feet.
Yep.
And we'll have 3 bays and that putt view, right? So if the putt view doesn't work out, we can put another bay in there.
Yeah, sure.
Most likely, it's going to be a great addition to this. We're probably
That's
going
something
forward.
that nobody else
more.
has though, because you can't putt at Top Golf, and in the good game you can, but it's terrible right now. Like it's like you putt at the thing and you just don't. You've played it before.
I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like so we just go no putt and then you get on there.
10-foot gimme.
Yeah. That's it.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I love playing, but and I've been there a bunch. But it's I've been to Top Golf a bunch too. But it's it's terrible. It's terrible right now. And I know that was going to get better, and not a lot of time because technology is zooming right now, especially in the gaming industry.
It's come so far. But it has gotten a lot better, and so much so that we can have tournaments where you are playing an actual round in the simulator. So Murrayfield Village, they're doing right now. They're playing that golf course in all of the back nines all over the country, and there's a corporate wide competition.
But if I'm playing my round and I can't putt on the simulators. Then I have to go off and play another game at the putting.
No, you're putting on the simulator. Again, it's come even in the time like the what you've played on there. I know on pretty good authority those are about 2-year-old systems.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so now the newest version of that, they've got different infrared lights and stuff.
So the game, but the screen goes all the way down to the floor where you can actually see the hole and put it all the way through.
Yeah, but remember, it's all capturing from high res cameras that are coming down and looking at it. Then there's another thing that Full Swing has where it's actually tracking the ball as it rolls over the lasers. Yeah. So they've got a whole new way of tracking that putt. You see it on the screen. But it's not. The screen doesn't really impact how you're putting.
And this is opening up in September.
Man, Lord willing. Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel a bet coming on.
Yeah. Let's go.
What do you think, Scott? I don't know. It's simulator golf. So, like,
Scramble.
well, we got it. This is a soup sandwich thing.
2v2.
So I should get somebody else, not you.
No, I'm there. I'm solid.
You have the video.
Ah,
We'll set the video.
we'll figure it out.
So here's what I want.
I'm fired up. I like this.
Here's what I want. So soup sandwich. We'll show you some clips after we burn the ship.
Cool.
Is our entertainment podcast. But we'll do, like friends and family night or something like that. Y'all open up. We'll come in video and we'll play some games and shoot it.
Done.
We've got a lot of subscribers and followers, and we'll show you some videos after this. But
man, I'm fired up.
It's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I love those simulators. Yeah.
It's actually cool. We want golf nerds. Like, we don't want... Topgolf owns entertainment. They literally, like, it's in their commercials that they are entertainment, and you go there, you spend a crap ton of money,
well, of
you
course
have a lot of fun.
It's like
nobody's going there
Cosmic
to
Bowling
practice.
is what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody's going there to practice, no.
That's what we want. We want the golf nerds that want to see the data. You can actually do
But
an
I wanna
entire
do both.
combine.
I wanna
Yep,
do
exactly.
both.
So you can bring your buddies in and do exactly... Like, let's do our own little
serving
2v2.
beer?
No, but we're
Is
right
it
next door.
BYOB?
We are right next door to a brewery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and that's what the Axe place does. They don't serve beer either. You can go get it and bring it back there, and you're cool with that.
Sure.
Okay. Hey, bring your own refreshments.
Yeah, you can bring all the waters you want.
All the waters. That's right.
But
that's right.
and the other direction, there's Fox Brothers Barbecue, which is my
yeah.
favorite in town. And then there's 28 restaurants in that food hall.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a QR code inside the space. Just order whatever you want, bring it in.
Nice.
We got a camera everywhere, so you have something up. Like, we're gonna charge you for it.
Sure.
But that's what we want guys that care about it and aren't screwing stuff up and breaking stuff. Like, it's their own little country club. Like, build that cool little community there, and then you're fired up because, hey, let's go play over there. And then here's the cool thing.
Yep.
At some point, you're going to be able to call your buddy in Boston or Seattle and say, hey, get on now. Let's go play 18. And you're playing in your respective city against them in real time.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Is that sick?
Yeah, because because here's the deal. The best place to sign a deal and to sign people is on a golf course because you got 4 hours of their time typically because you're just a foursome, right?
Yep.
Hour per golfer, right? That's good math, right? That's unless you're scooting, but you don't want to scoot if you're building a relationship, right? You want to play normal.
Yep.
So if I can have a guy in San Francisco play me, and we can still have that 4 hours together virtually, it's the same to me as it is on the golf cart. It might be even better, and I don't know if it's better or worse, but it might be this. It might be the same or better because you can talk more freely. Does that make sense?
One of the things that sold me on this franchise, I went to Franklin, Tennessee, one of the best ones that they had. I said, let's just see the proof in the pudding. And I walked in there were 2 back-to-back bays with realtors and their clients in there, literally playing golf. And then I thought about that. I went and played in a charity event, and I only got to know the guys a little because you're literally getting yardages, you're talking about the golf shot, like you're actually not talking that much business. In the simulator, it takes no time to get, they give you all the data, you just got to go grab the club. So you can actually have a lot better conversation.
You can bring your own clubs.
Inside, yeah.
Right?
But what I'm saying is, like, you can talk a lot more, not about the golf and the golf game. You can actually talk to whoever your client is and entertain them because you already know the data and the swings, all that stuff is already on the screen for you.
What's the membership cost there?
Man, it's going to be anywhere from $99 to up to $349. So there are different tiers that we have. If you want to just come in on your own all the time, I think it's $149. You come in 24/7.
Yeah.
You just got to sign up for your hours. But then you can go all the way up to
24/7.
Yep.
I'm not coming in there at 3 a.m. You
might not be, but somebody is.
You saying, oh, you can? Yep. It's a gym membership basically.
You're
open it
you
up.
take your phone, hit the 15 minutes before your tee time. You can walk in, use your phone to get in. We have a whole security system, cameras, all that.
That's awesome.
I mean, literally, we have nurses and stuff that are coming in at 3 a.m. going, I just want to blow some steam and come hit some balls for 30
That's
minutes.
Insane.
Yeah. So then, like I said, you have par birdie, Eagle memberships. Eagle membership, you can bring 3 other buddies, so you can have a foursome every time you go in there. Bring your buddies for free.
If it's like late, like 11 o'clock, I'm like, nothing's open, let's go down there. I can bring 2 of my friends and play golf.
There you go.
Really?
Come on in.
That's incredible.
We'll know it.
What do you think, Scott? Well, you'll charge me for it,
you get
right?
a membership. I mean, you have a membership.
Yeah, but the other 2 guys don't.
Just sign up. No, that's part of the membership. So again, par, birdie, eagle depends on how many people you can bring in with you.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, you got an eagle membership. You can bring 3 guys every time.
Sounds pretty badass.
Seems like we need to buy an Eagle membership.
Simple setup, gents.
I think
Simple
you
setup.
need to calm down, buddy, because you're not paying for shit.
Hey, we have corporate memberships. Remind them we have corporate memberships.
Hey, they have corporate memberships.
There you go.
That clip back for you.
Well, maybe we can trade services. How about that?
We're down.
That's it.
It's
That's
the
it.
oldest payment in the world.
How do we get? Okay, so tell me, how do I get a hold of you from Alloy to if I live in the Chastain area and I want one of those 20 spots? How do I website, email address? Tell me all that.
Yeah. Alloypersonaltraining.com is the easiest for all of our alloys. That's the corporate site, but as soon as you go in there, you put your zip code in, they'll tell you exactly which is the closest. And we might not even be the closest to where you live. I've been fortunate to meet a lot of the other franchisees, all great people here in the city.
Yep.
Obviously, I want you to come to mine. Again, Chastain, Peachtree Corners, Johns Creek. But yeah, alloypersonaltraining.com. And then they'll direct you from there. And you come in. Everybody gets a free assessment. It's where we deep dive into why. Why did you open that door? Why did you come through here? Because most people, it's not just trying to find something new. It's, I'm scared. I got to do something. I got to get healthier. I got grandkids. I got, teenagers. I'm trying to play baseball with them or something, or play more golf or whatever. Like, people have given up with that because they've gotten so out of shape. So anyway, alloypersonaltraining.com. The back nine for us is back nine Golf West Midtown. So we're on Instagram, Facebook. Just look that up. You're gonna see a lot of coming soon stuff coming, and our landlord there, Sea Lake Properties, is amazing. So they're gonna help us do some pub and get it open.
Nice. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. We'll be doing more stuff down at your location down there, and we'll have some fun.
I look forward to it, man. I love you guys. You got great energy, and I appreciate you having me on.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.